What if the next Galaxy Ultra felt like it was made just for your hand? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, hold on to your hats because the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra might just redefine what comfort means in a flagship phone. Let's dive in and explore this exciting new design. Remember when we all marveled at the bold, squared-off design of the Galaxy S24 Ultra? It was a head-turner, no doubt, but let's be real for a second. As stunning as it looked, it wasn't always the most comfortable phone to hold. Well, it seems Samsung's been listening to our collective hand cramps because the Galaxy S25 Ultra is shaping up to be a game-changer in the ergonomics department. Thanks to some juicy leaks from the always reliable ICE universe, we're getting our first peek at what it might feel like to hold the S25 Ultra. And let us tell you, it's looking mighty fine. The most striking change? Those edges. Gone are the sharp angular sides that could double as a ruler. Instead, we're seeing a subtle but oh so important curve. It's like Samsung's giving our palms a gentle hug instead of a firm handshake. But don't worry, fans of the distinctive Ultra look, Samsung hasn't gone completely round. They're walking a fine line here, keeping just enough of that squared-off DNA to maintain the Ultra's premium vibe while smoothing things out just enough to make it a joy to hold. It's like they've taken the best of both worlds and blended them into smartphone perfection. Now let's zoom in a bit on these changes because the magic is really in the details. The leaked images show us a tempered glass prototype, and it's revealing some fascinating tweaks to the Ultra's design language. First off, those side rails. They're not as pronounced as what we saw on the S24 Ultra. It's a subtle change, but one that could make a world of difference when you're cradling your phone during those marathon scrolling sessions. But here's where it gets really interesting. The S25 Ultra is rumored to have asymmetrical sides. Picture this. Flat towards the front, gently rounded at the back. It's like Samsung's engineers stayed up late thinking, how can we make this phone feel like it's melting into your hand? And you know what? It looks like they might have cracked the code. These changes aren't just about comfort, though. They're about creating a phone that feels as premium as its price tag suggests. The Ultra line has always been about pushing boundaries, and with the S25, it seems Samsung is pushing into new territory, where cutting-edge tech meets unparalleled ergonomics. Now, you might be wondering, if they're rounding off the edges, won't the Ultra lose its distinctive look? Fear not, Samsung fans. The company seems to have pulled off a neat trick here. In another leaked image, we get to see the tempered glass for all three models in the S25 lineup side by side. And while there's definitely more design cohesion across the board, hello, family resemblance, the Ultra still manages to stand out from its siblings. How, you ask? Well, it's all in the corners. While the standard S25 and S25 Plus look to have retained more of that squared-off look, the Ultra is rocking softer, more rounded corners. It's a subtle difference, but it's enough to give the Ultra its own identity in the lineup. It's like Samsung saying, yeah, we're a family, but this one's the cool cousin. This approach is pretty clever when you think about it. Samsung's addressing the comfort issues that some users had with the S24 Ultra, but they're doing it in a way that doesn't completely abandon the design language that made the Ultra series so iconic. It's evolution, not revolution, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. While we're talking design, we can't ignore another crucial element, those bezels. From what we can see in the leaked images, it looks like Samsung's continuing its war on screen borders. All three models in the S25 lineup appear to be sporting some impressively slim uniform bezels. But here's the kicker. Rumor has it that the S25 Ultra will have the thinnest bezels of them all. Now, we know what you're thinking. Do a few millimeters here and there really make a difference? And the answer is a resounding yes. It's like getting a bigger TV in the same size cabinet. Plus, there's just something undeniably sleek about a phone that's nearly all screen. It screams future, and isn't that what we all want from our tech? What's really impressive about these rumored changes is how Samsung seems to be threading the needle between innovation and familiarity. They're addressing the pain points, literally, that some users experience with the S24 Ultra's design, but they're doing it in a way that doesn't alienate those who love the bold, distinctive look of previous Ultra models. It's a balancing act for sure. Change too much and you risk losing your identity. Change too little and you're not really evolving. But from what we're seeing, Samsung might have found that sweet spot. The S25 Ultra looks set to offer a more comfortable, ergonomic experience without sacrificing the premium feel and distinctive aesthetics that have made the Ultra line so popular. So, why should you care about these design changes? Well, if you're someone who uses their phone a lot, and let's face it, who doesn't these days, comfort is key. A phone that feels good in your hand is a phone you're going to enjoy using more. It's as simple as that. No more shifting your grip every few minutes. No more hand fatigue during long gaming sessions or video calls. The S25 Ultra could be the phone that you forget you're holding in the best way possible. But it's not just about comfort. These design tweaks could also translate to better durability. Rounded edges are generally better at dispersing impact force than sharp corners. So, if you're prone to the occasional fumble, we've all been there, the S25 Ultra might just be a bit more forgiving. And let's not forget about aesthetics. While beauty is in the eye of the beholder, there's something to be said for a phone that manages to look both familiar and fresh at the same time. The S25 Ultra seems poised to turn heads, whether you're pulling it out in a business meeting or at a coffee shop. Of course, it's important to remember that at this stage, we're still in the realm of leaks and rumors. The final product could look different when it's officially unveiled, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? The anticipation, the speculation, the excitement of imagining what could be. What we can say is that these leaks, if accurate, point to a Samsung that's listening to its users. They're not just chasing the next big spec bump or flashy feature. They're thinking about the fundamentals, how the phone feels in your hand, how it looks when you pull it out of your pocket, how it fits into your daily life. And really, isn't that what we want from our tech? Devices that don't just wow us with their capabilities, but that integrate seamlessly into our lives. If these leaks are anything to go by, the Galaxy S25 Ultra could be a step towards the ideal, a phone that's as comfortable to use as it is powerful. So there you have it, our first glimpse at what it might be like to hold the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. From its gently curved edges to its asymmetrical sides, from its distinctive corners to its ultra-thin bezels, this phone is shaping up to be a true ergonomic marvel. Will it live up to the hype? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Samsung isn't resting on its laurels. They're pushing forward, refining their design, and striving to create a phone that's not just a technological powerhouse, but a joy to use. What do you think about these rumored changes? Are you excited about a more comfortable Ultra, or do you prefer the bold, squared-off look of the current model? And what other design tweaks would you like to see in future Galaxy phones? The world of smartphone design is always evolving, and it's thrilling to be along for the ride. Here's to the future, looking mighty comfortable from where we're standing.